I was gonna say welcome back to the channel as if anybody actually watches these videos. But anyways, I got a Zao game from November 14th, yesterday. Got the legendary upgrade installed, or legendary module, whatever you want to call it, installed on the Zao. So I have a 17.5 kilometer range. And I don't know. I've always felt like I played this boat better at range, but I think it is better a little bit closer because of its concealment. So I spent, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 games yesterday in the Zao. I think I only lost 1 or 2 of the games, and I had some pretty big high damage games, even in the losses. I had a couple games in excess of 150,000 damage. So, anyways, here we are on, I believe this is the mountain range map. And correct me if I'm wrong, but not a good start. I looked at the players' stats, and our team is going to have an uphill battle here. You'll notice very early on this Shima pushes in pretty aggressively, which I'm actually cool with. My plan here is to stay about 4 or 5 kilometers behind him, turn to the east, and then kite to the northeast. So my plan is to actually support this guy, not go behind these islands. I don't think the Zao is very effective, or will be very effective in that island chain. Now, at the same time, you'll notice our Cleveland is I guess he's going to try to kite northeast with me. I'm not really sure what he's thinking, but he would be far better off, in my opinion, playing those islands. But as you can see, he doesn't really plan on doing that. I actually type in chat, basically, hey, what are you doing? I get spotted for a second, so I ask him the radar. Of course, he doesn't do that either. Here come Torps. And yeah, and here's where we get to start playing a little bit of Zao fire starting, if you will. This boat only has, or this ship only has one, or this captain only has one tier 4 skill, and that is concealment. I don't really see. I used to run advanced firing training and defensive fire, but lately I've been running hydro, and you'll notice I'm extremely guilty of very rarely running my hydro. So we hit the Hindenburg and get a single fire, which he puts out right away, which is kind of nice. I wish everybody would do that for me. Of course, he also starts kiting out, and you'll notice that our Cleveland has now turned out after losing about 60% of his health. Yeah, well played. I really don't know what's been going on with the player base lately, but that mistake that Cleveland just did, I've seen done on every class of ship. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody makes mistakes, but the level of, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it anymore. It's just ridiculous. You see people doing the most ridiculous things. Now this Shimakaze, you'll notice, he's been sitting still. Even though he knows that there's a DD there. Not only has the DD already torped, but there's a big strip of smoke, probably from a Fletcher, if I had to guess. And of course, he's gonna send his torps out. And now I'm spotted, which means the DD is no longer in smoke, or And I think that was from the Hindenburg. I'm not sure, but somebody got a big chunk of me. Since our DD won't actually spot their DD, instead he just sitting at the end of the cap. And there we go. The Grossovoy comes into his range, apparently. Because the Grossovoy is playing aggressive and pushing. Which, and then the Shimakaze smokes up. Still sitting still. It's absolutely ridiculous. And he's also got torps coming from the other side. So the torps are coming from the B cap now also. So we lose our Cleveland. And we also lose our Chungmu. And we've also lost a Fletcher. So we're down 3 ships. And they are not down any ships. Yay. Again, very, very typical gameplay as a recent. During this the day's games, I had a couple games that we zeroed the enemy team out so fast it was hard. I mean, literally, like, I got 40,000 damage. And then I also had another game where my team got zeroed out lightning quick. Somehow I also managed to get about 40,000 damage in a Zao, which is a very low game. I wouldn't consider myself the best Zao player, although I am kind of getting the hang of it as I play cruisers a little bit more. I do actually like it. It's a great boat if played correctly. I love the fact that it has 12 km Shima torps. They really make the boat a lot more usable, I think. I think the 8 cams were cool, but you literally got to be like hiding behind an island and peek out to leverage them. We've actually lost our Shima went down. So there were 4 ships on this side. Myself, the Republic, the Shima, and the Cleveland. The Cleveland and the Shima have since both basically thrown their ships away. More so the Cleveland than the Shima, I would say. But I don't think the Shima played very well either. So we are going to try and kind of kite out and just harass these guys. I mean, there's not much I can do. You can see my Republic is bow into an island. I'm not sure if he's going to run aground, but either way, he's very close to the island. The red team has the A and the B cap. We have the C cap, and the majority of our ships are over at the C cap. Ironically, I would say the majority of the red team was over here because there's still 4 ships left, and we did actually dispatch 2 of their destroyers over here. So, yeah. At this point, there's really no helping that Republic. I mean, he ran aground. I don't know what he was really doing. Wasn't really paying attention to him. I'm gonna put torps out, and here's an excellent use case for these torps. I think a lot of times if you're close to a ship and you turn out to an angle that you have to, and I'll talk about the angle that you have to use to get these torps off later on. You'll see a great example of how it can hurt you a little bit. But in this case, I'm running away. I am 14 kilometers away from this Yamato, and the torps that I sent quite a bit ago managed to land and hit a. Matter of fact, I still have those torps are going for over a minute, and now he's got, I think he's got at least 1 flyer. He's potentially got a flood from me, and as you can see, our Republic he's in rough shape. He's going to go down here. And now I'm on a flank with a Yamato, a Montana, a Hindenburg, and a Des Moines. Yeah. So there's really no point in fighting these guys. I'm going to kite out and harass them as much as I can. My team has moved into the B cap finally. We're 10 minutes into the game, and they've managed to finally get out of the C cap and move to the B cap, so that's good. Unfortunately, our Asashio, which could be providing some spotting, is chasing a kiting Iowa. I don't really dislike the Asashio, but there are so many people that play it that are just horrendous players. I get it. You can only go after battleships, but that map positioning is horrendously questionable at best. And there's also a Zhao over there, so he can't actually hit the Zhao, and the Zhao can obviously track him down and potentially run him down, and he's not going to stand a chance. So I'm moving back to the B cap to assist my team with the ships that are transitioning from the A cap to the B cap. We are down still a couple hundred points. We gave up a lot of points early game, not having either of the caps, but I torped this smoke. It's kind of I wasn't really sure who was in it, who set it, but as you can see, it dissipates and there's nobody over there. And potentially Barzal is heading there, so I'm trying to get him to turn out and not hit my torps. But yeah, he does finally slow down. I thought literally he was going to drive into him, even though I actually typed in chat 3 times to watch out for my torps, watch out for my torps, watch out for my torps. I probably shouldn't have sent them, but again, I'm not trying to set up dangerous situations. I'm trying to deal with threats and leverage the torpedoes for aerial denial. So anyways, again, over 12 kilometers away from Montana, put some torps out on them. And again, these are really where these torps come into play. They are super, super strong in this scenario where you have a larger distance. People don't really think about them, I don't think. And it's happened to me a couple times where I've ran into Zhao torps, like, oh yeah, I saw Zhao, he was 14 kilometers away from me, not realizing that he'd already dropped his torps and was kiting out and was far outside of his torp range when I saw him, but the torps had already been launched. So, spot the enemy DD, he smokes up right as he sees me, managed to get a single salvo off and finish him off, so that takes care of the Kitakaze, and ironically we get 2 torp hits on the Montana, and that gives us Confederate and high caliber to go along with our witherer, and we're sitting over 100,000 damage right now. Actually, I think well over 100,000. Yeah, I think it's 191. It's hard to see because I have a mod installed that centers the damage counter. Oh, it's 107, I think. Let's see in a second. Nope, it was 190. So we're over 200k right now, and yeah. A lot of that damage has been from fires and a couple torpedo hits. We've had 3 torpedo hits. So here's where this torpedo. I so badly want to torp this Des Moines, and he actually plays this pretty well. This guy has been kind of coming up that flank the entire game. He's been super annoying. He hasn't really done much to me, but he has. He's been annoying. He's kept me at bay at the A cap, as did the other 4 ships that were with him. But as you can see here, I really want to torp him. However, he's not once switched back to AG, and he's just spamming AP. And unfortunately, I know that Des Moines can cause a massive amount of damage if I give him too much broadside, and I'm not trying to do that. And I kind of screw up a little bit here. I noticed it when I recorded the video. I slowed down to kind of bait a couple of his shots. But because his rate of fire is so fast, it doesn't really matter if I dodge one salvo. The bottom line is now he's substantially closer to me. I can't put much distance on him. And I go through a little cycle here where he keeps breaking my rear gun. So, well, actually, I make 3 mistakes. So I don't get my torps off. It's unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe it would have been worth taking a salvo just to get him off. I slowed down, which allowed him to close the distance. And then right about here, or the next salvo maybe, I switched to AP, and I thought he was softening his angle to me, so I switched to AP, and I just don't get the damage that I was hoping for. Probably would have been better off. And here you can see I switched to AP. I probably would have been better off if... oh, look, you see a salvo coming in. I've been fighting this guy for about, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds, and the first salvo comes in from a ship that's on my team. So you see my salvos are doing very, very little damage. I fire 4 or 5 of them, and he keeps breaking my rear guns. I lose him again. I lost him already, and then I lose one again, and then he actually permanently disables one. So now we're really hating life. I hope that isn't going to be lagging the video. We'll see. And he manages to finally finish me off. And yeah. So I'm going to accelerate the next couple of minutes here because I'm just going to kind of zip right through this. This is 250% the speed. So we're going to ramp this up a little bit. We're going to transition to the final moments of the game where the Des Moines is actually spotted again, and kind of hoping this plays out and records correctly. It seems a little laggy right now. I don't know why that is, but you'll see shots finally coming in. Our Minotaur, who had 4 kills, manages to secure the kill and finish the game. So we actually came back and won that, even though we were in pretty rough shape in the beginning. 252,000, 3 torpedo hits, 12 fires, witherer, high caliber, and confederate. We also managed to get 7 base decaps at the A cap. So a pretty good game. Base XP was 2965. Far ahead of the Yamada or the Minotaur, who were in 2nd and 3rd places. Yeah, overall a pretty good game. You can see how low our Asashio is. All of our DDs in Cleveland that lost and were taken out in the very beginning are very low down on the food chain as far as scores go. Engaged 8 ships in total, sunk 3, damaged 5. 48,000 in fires and 60,000 in flooding. So 109,000 in fires and floods, another 100,000 in HE, and another 42,000 in torpedo damage. So not a bad game. Really digging the Zal. I think I'm playing it a little bit better. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.